Nearly 2 weeks after that insurrection at the Capitol, the Department of Justice says nearly 100 charges have been filed in federal court, with the FBI opening more than 300 investigations of their own. NBC News national security correspondent Ken Dilanian joins us now. Ken, good morning. Now, the number of arrests and open cases is growing by the day. Each morning, we've had new information here to talk about. Talk to us about what led to these arrests and what charges these rioters are facing.
Good morning, Savannah. Among those arrested include a former Olympic swimmer, a heavy metal guitarist, a tech CEO, a few police officers and reserve soldiers, and they're facing a gamut of charges from simply unauthorized entry into a protected federal building to assaulting law enforcement officers, impeding law enforcement in performing their official duties. And so far, looking through the court records, this looks like the easiest investigation the FBI has ever conducted, because these people most of them have incriminated themselves on social media or in their conversations with the FBI. Now, of course, this is the beginning. This is the low-hanging fruit. These are the obvious cases that the FBI is making right now. It's going to get harder. There will be people who have tried to disguise their involvement. We're already seeing massive deletions of social media accounts. Of course, what people don't realize is that doesn't prevent deleting your account or some postings doesn't prevent the FBI from getting a warrant to the company and seeing it. And that's what we're seeing happening here, guys.
Now, one of the things, though, that we haven't seen here is some of those more serious charges come down, like murder charges for the death of that Capitol police officer. Why might we be seeing a delay here?
Simply because those kinds of investigations take longer. That's the hard part. These are people who are going to try to disguise their involvement, particularly in the murder. We are seeing, though, more of a focus on militia groups. You're starting to see senior members of far-right militias being arrested over the past few days, people who came to the Capitol with a plan in mind, with more organization, rather than just the random rioters who decided to just make entry. So the FBI is taking its time and building these more complex cases. In the case of the man who set the pipe bombs outside of the Capitol, they've circulated a wanted poster, but it's pretty clear they don't know who that person is, and they're asking the public for help. The image they have is not great, but judging by past history, the FBI will most likely get these people who are involved in these serious crimes.
And can you mention just a moment ago some of the types of people that we've seen, who they are? Well, we've learned that an Army reservist with secret clearance is now among those criminally charged. This, of course, comes as an Army official told NBC News the FBI is vetting all service members who are on duty for inauguration. Talk to us about the level of access that secret clearance provides. What did this person have access to? And what concerns defense officials may have about military members' involvement in any potential protests?
This man was apparently working on a military base, and secret information means information that, if disclosed, would cause serious damage to the national security. And he was an avowed white supremacist and Nazi. So it raises a larger question of how somebody like that even had a secret clearance. And that shows you how difficult it is, really. That, they're talking about vetting 25,000 National Guard members who are in the vicinity of the Capitol. That's a tough challenge. I mean, they can go through social media accounts, they can run people through databases, but it's really difficult to ferret out people with extremist beliefs, apparently, for the federal government, even when they're openly posting about it. It's just a lot. It's a tough slog. They're trying to do it now, but it really shows us that we have some challenges ahead of us in terms of finding these people who have extremist tendencies towards violence, Savannah.
Absolutely. It's a scary warning there. Now, Ken, before I let you go, I want to ask you about some new reporting about this morning on what Biden's pick for Director of National Intelligence. Basically, the top spy is expected to tell the Senate during her confirmation hearing. Tell us about that.
Her name is Avril Haines, and she's a former deputy director of the CIA during the Obama administration. We've obtained excerpts of her prepared testimony, and not surprisingly, she's going to say that after 4 years of the Trump administration, her top priority is to keep politics out of intelligence, to protect whistleblowers. For example, remember a CIA whistleblower was involved in Donald Trump's first impeachment. And she's going to focus on China and cybersecurity, Savannah.
Lots to watch for today. Ken, thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.